Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 3 of Mega Man ZX Advent. And in this episode, I am going to go after my second Pseudoroid. However, before we do that, we have to talk to this guy and actually get him to start digging. By the way, that's for a side quest. And a side note, I'm not going to be able to do them all. And the reason why is because some of those side quests and items require you to beat the game. Yeah, I need to get myself some more E crystals before I actually come back to him. And for the record, you need a total of at least 600 E crystals to actually get an item. So that's what that is for. Right now, I've got other things to worry about, like for instance, going to the next area. And said area in question, we have to actually climb up to the top area here for the next two areas, and it's behind the red door. Now, I was giving complete and total instructions to go to the ice flows, and yeah, that is one of the places we are going to be headed. Well, about that. Oh, and this guy right here, he's part of a side quest too. Don't think for a second that I'm not going to forget that, because some of these side quests I'll be able to do, others not so much. But whatever the case, I also ran into another problem. As soon as I got up here, my controller stopped, so I had to disconnect it and reconnect it all over again. So with that said, I cut that out. Anyway, that was the door, and you can talk to a good number of people. Some of these guys are going to actually open up quests. I do believe that was one of them. And that room right there, we can't do anything about. Not right now, anyway. And definitely not as Buckfire. We can't beat that. We can't break that right now. Oh, yeah, and just for the record, folks, I forgot to mention something about Buckfire. While he can actually wall jump to higher heights, so long as you actually have the wall that's clingable, he cannot climb ladders. In fact, none of the Pseudoroids can. So I just want to point that out, because that's going to be very important for where we're going to go. Oh, and he's also part of a quest eventually too. Problem is, it's not to where we need to be. In fact, we need to go down there, and I go the opposite freaking direction.
Imbecile!
To be fair, there is a quest that involves these two, which we'll have to deal with later, and a quest that involves this guy. The problem is me going any further past that door. Well, see, here's the thing. This is what happens when you are playing this for the second time in your life. Granted, we have to come here to the firing range, and the firing range is going to give us some extra energy crystals, which we will politely give to the guy who is, in all intents and purposes, going to unveil a item for us. And this is not too hard of a side quest. Just simply surpass 100 before time expires. Screen rattling and all of that. Oh, by the way, I ended up getting a wallpaper unlocked because of the fact that I managed to unlock a good bit of achievements in the Mega Man Zero ZX collection, and by doing so, I ended up getting the wallpaper that you see right there. So, yeah, at least there's something as far as for achievements concerned. But in all honesty, this game, I'm not going to say it's easy, because it's not. No, not by a long shot. I would dare say this is the harder of the two. Yeah, and like I said, I only played this twice in my life. But at least I got 100 energy crystals. And goddamn it, pass me, you fucking jackass. You're supposed to go to the south. Oh my god, what have I done? Well, anyway, we still have to come here and know how, but I was supposed to come here in part 3, not part 2. Whatever. We'll just make the most of it. And, you know, I missed the point where we could slash things. I really do. But we're going to have to wait till midway point in order to do that. Let's just blast these clamps open so that way we can not get ambushed on the way here. So, if you can clearly tell, this is a plant-based enemy. More importantly, if you also can't obviously tell, the boss is more than likely going to be an electric. Because after all, we had a fire boss. Chrono Force would have been the ice boss if I'd have went there. And now we have a lightning boss. And this is gonna royally suck because I didn't beat Chrono Force. Oh, and I can't even get out. That's the worst part. Oof. Just oof. So, with that said, we do need to deal with the computer problem that's here. Clearly, the person who's causing this is going to be a Pseudoroid. We'll have to deal with him later. But right now, we got other problems. And for instance, past me forgetting that a charge button exists. And why did it respawn? Why the hell did it respawn? I don't even know. Or care. Ooh, health, thank you. But this looks awfully familiar, folks. Mega Man 01, anybody? Oh, and these things look like goddamn canisters. Oh, that's actually part of a side quest too. Those particular things? Yeah, we'll get to that eventually. But we're not going to get to all the side quests, because again, let me reiterate, these side quests, they do either go out the way. Some of the actual chips are useful, but they do go out the way. But at the exact same time, the side quests aren't going to all be completed at once. Damn it, you idiot! Why'd you stand there? Yeah, we're gonna go after that path later on in this playthrough, because I'm a dedicated part to clean up, of course. But for now, we want to climb up to the top of the mountain. Or should I say the tower. Anyway, I want to try not to touch those spikes, because even though they look green, they are spikes. And that pole, or vine I should say, that's gonna be for when we actually beat this stage. In case anybody is wondering. So, another reason why I should have went to Chrono Force, if I can remember correctly, he has a sub-tank. That's gonna come back to haunt me also. Nice. I made several stupid mistakes, but that's what happens when I have not played this game in over... When was the last time I played the game? I haven't played this in 2019 or 2020? 2020 when it first released. No, 2019 because I played the GBA, no, the Nintendo DS version. I almost said GBA, yeah. Knowing full well the same wasn't on the GBA. I meant Nintendo DS version. But whatever the case, I haven't played this in a while, so bear with me, folks. So I do make mistakes. And here's one of them. Not having a goddamn E-tank while facing this damn thing. This bow spider reject. Those are real spikes, by the way. And if that's not bad enough, he hits like a truck. And I fucked up. Okay, let's try this again. And of course, the actual recording stopped while I was in the middle of a good run this time. So, how you supposed to do this? Stay as far away from the... I was doing fine until that happened, but as I was saying, stay as far away from the sparks as humanly possible. If not, you die. Oh yeah, and by the way, there's a time limit too. And what do I mean by time limit? Real simple. All the way at the bottom, there is a platform that has an electric strip. You fall on that electric strip, you die. Plain and simple, period, end of story. And I can't believe I ran into all of that. Jesus Christ. This is the best way to do it. Just jump rope over him. See, if I had Chrono Force, I would have probably been able to kill him. But no, past me's dumbass went to this guy instead. And by this guy, I mean the Pseudoroid at the end of this. But we have defeated him. And one of the spikes ended up becoming a wall. So, hooray! We'll worry about what's up there later, because I do believe we need a Pseudoroid for that. Who knew? Who knew that actually would have hurt me? Thank God I went to the checkpoint at least, so I won't die. And I still died. Thankfully the checkpoint's here, so we just got a little bit ways to go. And why did I do that? What the fuck possessed me to do that? Why? There are things down there, but that's where that other path led to. The bottom. Which, by the way, you have to climb all the way up. So, yeah. And beware of those vines. They do tend to slip. There was a laser right there in front of me. Oh, yeah, and down here, that's where that path led. It led all the way over to his way. It would have completely skipped the optional boss. So, yeah. I feel real stupid for not taking that path now. Oh, and speaking of things I should have done, climb all the way up there, because there is a heart container up there which will increase my life, and which would have actually helped me in the fight up ahead, but past me wasn't thinking. And oh boy, was past me not thinking. So yeah, when that barrel was falling, you actually do need Chrono Force for that. So there you go. You actually, well, you don't really need it, but you kinda do, because the actual barrel itself falls really fast, and once it falls completely, it actually goes completely out. So with that said, we've got a boss fight, our second Pseudoroid, just not the one we wanted.
For a raider to make it this far is quite something. Yeah, I like you. Accept my thorny embrace and allow your soul to be scattered like petals on the breeze. Stay away from me! Stop! Like honeybees, one by one, they are drawn to my nectar. You're quite a handsome boy. I like you.
So you're the one who caused the security system to malfunction.
I'm planting a seed that will lay the foundation for the new world and the new king. It grows by feeding on the fear of those unfortunate enough to wander into this tower. I am Rospark. Come and cry in my bosom. Cry out in terror and pain.
Yeah, and the recorder actually kind of ran out when I was in the middle of fighting this thing. So, here's the deal with Rospark. Ice is his weakness. Just only one small problem. Chrono Force. Yeah, so you're better off using the A-Trans. And what is exactly the A-Trans? This little homing sniper that I've been using throughout the entirety of Part 2. And that's exactly what it's for. It is to pretty much home in on enemies. And bro, you are going to be using A-Trans. That is going to be your go-to weapon. Until you get ZX, which will more than likely be much more powerful. Rospark is genuinely easy. For the most part. The only time he actually gets a little bit harder is when he goes to a second phase. And even then, he's pathetic. The only downside to Rospark... Yeah, see? Pathetic, as you can wholeheartedly see. He's just gonna slide up, and he's just gonna slide down. This is, without a doubt, the worst Pseudoroid in the game. Okay, one of the worst Pseudoroids in the game. Sadly, that's gonna be Part 3, because dumbass finally realized we have to go to Chrono Force.
I underestimated you. I had no idea your power was so fiery. I'm wilting. Wilting!
All of a sudden, Fang Dr. Wowie doesn't sound like the worst voice acting line ever. But nonetheless, that is the end of Rospark. And by defeating Rospark, everything he just did, now you can too! You can pole dance up vines. You can shoot thunder. And you can move very abrasively slow and jump absolutely abnormally slow too. So, yeah! Here's a demonstration. Oh, and you can zip through vines too, if I remember how to do it. But whatever the case, we gotta get through the next room. Oh, don't you stop on me, game. We've got plot. Come on, nah.
You're one of the gang who attacked our airship! Aren't you? No! Stop! Stay away!
It's no use. He's in a total panic.
Calm down. I'm here to help you.
Stay back! Get away! Ah!
What the heck just happened?
Total and utter defeat. That man, unable to endure the terror, fell victim to Model W.
Model W? This humongous thing is a biometal?
Cross-checking. Data match found. Subject is Mega Man Model A.
What the heck are you guys?
Mega Merge.
You, the chosen one for Model A? What a disappointment. I am Aeolus, the Wind Mega Man, Model H.
Codename Sharnak. Shadow Mega Man Model P.
Model H? Model P? Are these the other Mega Men Prometheus was talking about?
Operational time limit exceeded. Retrieve Model W.
Wait! You think you can just run away?
Us? Run away? Don't be stupid. We're letting you go. For now.
Present primary objective is development and retrieval of Biometal Model W. Engaging Mega Man Model A in combat does not fall within strategic operational parameters.
What? So you're just going to ignore us, huh?
You understand correctly. We can end you at any time. You would do well to hone your skills by the next time we meet.
Finally, we were able to reach you. Are you okay? We've verified that the security system has indeed been disarmed. Now you should be able to continue.
Well, that was something. Anyway, I will see you all in the next episode of Mega Man ZX Advent when we actually go to Chrono Force this time. Sorry for lying to you all. This is RVman985. Peace out, take care, and I will be Chrono Force.